Hi, my name is Lauren, and I will be presenting on Yeon Suk Nam. Yeon Suk Nam was born in Manchuria, China in 1939. She returned to Korea in 1944, where she grew up, and for most of her life, she lived as a housewife and mother. She was educated at Sungkyunkwan Kwan University from 1966 to 1967, and later in life, around the age of 40, feeling that her life needed to go beyond her identity as a wife and mother, she began learning calligraphy and painting. However, a visit to New York City in 1981 and 1982 marked a turning point in Nam's career as she was exposed to contemporary feminist art that moved beyond the traditional 2D modes Nam had been working in. Nam then studied art in New York in 1983 and 84 at Pratt and the New York Art League. As an important emerging Korean feminist artist, Young Suk Nam first made work about motherhood through creating portraits of her mother and other women from painted wood assemblages. Her first major solo exhibition, titled Through the Eyes of Mother, was shown in the Kum Ho Art Museum in Seoul in 1993. Nam's work challenged Confucian ideals of women at the time, and her work in the 90s and 2000s was seminal in creating a space for feminist art and conversation in the Korean art world. Later, Nam turned towards installation works that explore her own experience with being a housewife and mother, and her work touches on subjects of womanhood, ecology, self-portraiture, and Korean art history. Yeon Suk Nam has shown nationally and internationally, with her most recent exhibition being in 2019. So the work that I've selected is titled Mother 3 Lady. It was one of the featured works in her first major solo exhibition, Through the Eyes of Mother. This work is a wood assemblage piece with acrylic painting and is roughly 4 feet by 5 feet. This work is both 2D and 3D, with different layers of painted wood making the form of a woman. This woman we can assume is Yeon Suk Nam's mother. This full-body portrait of the mother is posed and dressed in traditional Confucian portrait style. The mother sits front-facing in elegant and modest clothing with a serene expression and hands resting in the lap. The mother's face and shoulders are painted on a slab of wood that connects to 2 relief wooden arms. The pattern of the woman's long-sleeve blouse continues down the arms, which overlap the wooden sculpture form of the skirt, which is painted with varying shades of purple and layered wood pieces that create the folds of the dress. We can also see 2 chair posts behind the woman's shoulders, indicating she is seated. This work plays with tensions between real space and flat space, and form is created through wood in the painting. By using a traditional mode of portraiture in an untraditional way, Nam is speaking to the tensions of being a Korean woman in the late 20th century. Tensions that encourage traditionalist roles of women that reduce their identity to only wives and mothers, against tensions of wanting to break free from these traditions and explore identity outside motherhood. This portrait's use of raw wood and careful rendering of features and pattern gives the work a softness and vulnerability that also speaks to the relationship between mother and daughter, one that is often tender but strong.